There was no doubting the political advantage to be drawn from the threat of an afterlife, and indeed Plato called for atheists to be locked up. Public order can no longer be guaranteed, he declared, once subjects no longer think that they can be punished after their physical death for the hidden vices of their souls or their secret crimes. Does not the fear of eternal punishment somewhat spoil our earthly pleasures? So why the devil would you want to embrace the gods after having demonstrated that the soul is mortal and the earth is merely a combination of atoms? Is not the mere prospect of hell sufficiently terrifying to definitively disturb our peace of mind and ruin our joie de vivre? The best of men still have reason to tremble, wrote the French philosopher and essayist who worked under the nom de plume Hélène. Although Epicurus does indeed declare that the gods exist, theoi men gar eisen, there is an immediate caveat. They exist to save us from religion. These are indifferent gods, atoms in eternal motion assuming the form of a joyous and unending waltz. They exist as the distant, complete, and definitive realization of a plenitude that we are attempting to achieve. A plenitude to which we try to give more stable form by fleeing society at large, enjoying simple pleasures and cultivating a small circle of friends. They exist like recipients of our gratitude, our sense of plenitude being enhanced by its identification with this remote and distant image of perfection, like a god amongst men. Epicurus had a word for this, charis, which the Christians will later translate by gratia, grace. I reach a mountain pass. It is accessible by car, but I go there on foot after an ascent of several hours. I set out early in the morning with my flask of tea and my dried fruit. The path is steep, and I've gained a lot of altitude. In this case, walking has involved tearing my body from the ground. When I get to the plateau, is it the heightened sensitivity of a body weak with the effort, or the reward for all that effort? I'm overwhelmed by the beauty of the spectacle. It resonates within me and seems to vibrate, though it is actually my legs that are trembling slightly. Tears well up in my eyes. I hear a noise and turn around. I'm not alone. In a nearby official car park, a bunch of relaxed and noisy tourists have got out of their car to take pictures of the panorama. It's beautiful, they declare, vaguely embarrassed by the sight of my tearful eyes. But nothing has been delivered up to them. They see nothing before them but the skeletal outline of landscape, general forms and colors, and not its blood. Happy are they, wrote Nietzsche, in The Wanderer and His Shadow, who find a landscape of which they can say that it is related by blood, nay, even more to me,